paper towel soaked in linseed. That is hot. It's too hot.
You can't hold your hands on that.
Right there. And boom.
What do you think you're doing, there, old timer? Look at that. Would you look at it? Ooh, brother. What is that, brother?
It's fine. We'll take it.
Oh, friends, I can't tell you how much fun we're having here. These are the boards for Myrtle. We went home late. Look at the. To be quite honest with you, I'm actually happy about stuff like this. Other people think, ooh, I think, brother.
Figure.
Very, very nice. I gotta be honest. We linseeded these last night. So, friends, I went home. These are turning out lovely. Last night, and this guy stayed up, linseeded boards, and I went home late. We put a long shift in. I love the character. This white oak is impressing me.
It's a beautiful board, man. Now, there's a couple of knots in there, but you gotta have a place for the rainwater to drain out.
Oh, yeah, it's like, hey, there's some scratches on this cylinder. And old Iron Horse says, that's a place for the oil bucking. Oh, friends, I tell you, we've been all over. We spent some time out in the field there splitting, and we did a little bit of axe work and a little bit of power saw. We shot some footage doing that. I'll bring that up on the channel for you. There's a little bit of stuff downtown where there's this big tree that they supported, and I'll have content there for you too, friends. But we are having such a blast. We've been jumping all around. What are you looking at? So, friends, this is where we cut the little dado. We call it a dado, which is what those ribs, those metal ribs, sit in and kind of hold the boards in place. And I got to be honest, this is where Scotty lightens up. So, friends, I got to be honest. Working with this guy and just getting to know him, we have so much fun together. It's hard to explain.
Why so glum?
But be sure to go over to this man's channel. See, this is where he lights up. This is not my realm at all. He just, once we got a pattern going, this man lights up, and his craftsmanship takes over. All the mathematics and the measurements. I wanted to get a little footage of all these cuts we're doing, because we're cutting the shot now. These are all done. We got one more little slice to do. It's just the way we're doing it. It's just old school, but it's the way we started the project, and I want to make sure that you guys understand what we're doing here, because I want to share this with you. So now we make one more cut. Scotty's just setting up the saw. We're going old school, and we're going to take that middle piece out like we'll show you right there, right now. It's not the fastest, it's not the quickest, but there he goes right there. You saw that happen. We just cleaned out that, and we're ready to go. Look at that. So this is our dummy piece, and we're matching up, and we're flying. Looking excellent. Well done, sir.
Go far.
Friends, good morning. We are at the Essential Craftsman's home shop, Empire. I am bringing you some wonderful news this morning. If you know my relationship with my pickup trucks, if you're new here, welcome to you. I'm glad you're here, and I mean that sincerely. The fact that this man has taken an interest in Myrtle and my wife and I and a friendship. YouTube has been such a gift in many people's lives, and I hope including yours. We've got Myrtle stripped of her boards. We've spent hours and hours in prep. This job is about prep. I'm going to give you a sneak peek here of what's going on, friends. I can't believe it. Friends, we're close. Just a bit more rolling around in the dirt and rocks. And we're going to float this together. We're going to float it all together. We've got a lot of the major stuff done. It is amazing how Ford did this. I'll be straight with you. It's very interesting how they built this truck. This truck, I'll guarantee you, will be on the road way after something like that will be. It's just how life rolls nowadays, the way they build stuff. Can you? This is mind blowing to me, friend. Can you believe what you're seeing? This is getting bonkers now.
We've done it.
It almost feels tighter, just in that short pull, because it was rattling.
It was rattling. The oak had lost its integrity.
Look at it. Just look at it. Interesting journey, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Just with the slight bit of dips and valleys in this project.
Just from last summer, pulling into your place, and then ended up here doing this.
Yeah, pretty interesting to me. Pretty interesting. Oh, we had our water on the. We didn't lose any
Look
water.
at that. That man's a driver.
He's just driving cold.
And I have nuts and washers falling out of my pants.
Oh, it's solid.
Feels like home.
So there's probably, you know, friends, there's so much that we could talk about this journey, but what does stand out for me is why we do this. Why are we doing this? Well, there's many reasons behind this, but one of the reasons is you, and don't forget it, because this fella sets up his cameras just like I do. And we're creating content. We're so far deep into this thing now, both of us, that it's about you guys. It's so neat to work with another YouTuber. These collaborations really open my eyes. So again, Scott, thanks if you're watching, and what a wonderful time this was.
So let's talk about that.
So friends, I can't tell you how fun this project was. Are we still rolling? Yeah, we are. I can't tell you how fun this project was. The fact that this man, thank you so much, Doug.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
What a blast. I mean, it was probably a new, something for you that was new.
Absolutely new. I've thought about how this might work, stewed about it, and got a chance to do it. That's worth something.
It is, brother. It is. And I just enjoyed coming down here so much, and the weather was riding with us. Everything was riding with us.
Yeah. You know, kindred spirits is a real deal. Every once in a while, more often than you might expect, you cross paths with somebody that's just easy to work with.
Yep.
You know, kind of simpatico, you're thinking about the same, you give and take, you take and give. I've enjoyed this.
That happened today, didn't it? In this whole past couple of days. We know each other enough now. We spent some time at my place when he came. We threw a bit of muck at one another. We had some fun, and it's just a wonderful thing.
Yep.
So again, much appreciation.
Tell them about this.
Okay, so you've all heard of rags burning up shops. It's a real deal. It is a real deal for sure. He put these linseed boards on linseed on the boards last night. This right here is hot. Like super hot.
It was soaked with linseed oil. I watered it up. I put it in the bottom of a can. That was actually did this morning, and so I did that about 9 o'clock this morning, and it's 4 in the afternoon. So it's 7 hours. It's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And when I first unwrapped that, it was uncomfortable to hold, right? So I could visualize that if that was in there all night, you might have a problem. So be careful with your linseed oil.
It's truth. It's the truth. Well, I know being around the tree service for many, many years, guys will dump those dumps of chip.
Feel that, right? That'll hurt your finger.
Okay, that's hot.
That's
ready to fire up.
That's right, ready to fire up.
Seriously, friends, that is roasting. Is that just Kleenex?
That's paper towel soaked in linseed. That is hot. It's too hot.
You
to
can't
touch.
hold your hands on that. Isn't that amazing?
And maybe it's my imagination, but it's kind of beginning to
It's
crisp a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, so be careful with that stuff, boys.
Be very careful. So, just a quick little peek at this, friends. I think you all know what this means to me, this truck. The friendship that's been built over the past few months is another thing all in all. But as far as material stuff goes and what has been a big part of my life and my family's life, and it's Myrtle. It's this truck. So the fact that this man took an interest in helping out on this, what a glorious thing. And be sure to go over to the Essential Craftsman's channel. If you don't know who he is already, most of you probably do, but if you don't, go give him a subscribe and pop in and check out his videos.
Thanks, guys.
Right on. Thank you, Scott. Isn't that amazing, friends? We figured Wednesday would be the close-up day. Time for a hot water or a hot, sit in the shade and have a nice little hot coffee or a cool drink. Well, friends, Essential Craftsman's shop. We're just, aren't we speechless, babe?
Yes.
We're
what wonderful people.
Yeah, we're
What an honor.
just completely speechless. This is the first fire and the first run
On the journey home.
on the journey home with Myrtle. And let's just knock her out of gear and let her see the heat. So this will be different. This is the first fire. It's been sitting in the sun. I pumped the gas. Let's see if one crack of the throttle. Let's see if it's just gonna pick it up by itself. There it is.
There it is.
No gas needed. It's an intricate thing when you got different temperatures and firing at different times of the day. But this old truck, gosh, it's a special wagon. And this
Sure is.
this stay here with the Wadsworths, the Essential Craftsman on YouTube, friends. You only see a piece of this man's heart on his channel. Honestly, I've worked with a lot of men through the years, and him and I, it was a blast.
2 peas in a pod is what he said.
2 peas in a pod. We were just no questions asked. More like, hey, am I in the way here? No, I need you to be here. Hey, Scotty, get me this. Hey, Bucky, get me this. It's a thing called humility. There's a job that needs to get done. I know you folks know what I'm talking about. I know you do. So, Scotty, if you ever see this, buddy, it was such a pleasure working with you, pal. You are a well put together man, and you can tell your faith is strong, and it's just a pleasure to work with you and be with your family and meeting all your kids and all that. Just
And his beautiful wife.
oh, and Kelly.
What a treasure.
Kelly is. I don't think there's words for Kelly. You can't.
There's no 2 Kellys in the world.
No,
She's amazing.
like Scott on steroids. That's what's happened here. They met on the bus, friends.
School bus.
Yeah, they met on the school bus. Anyway, I'm with my bride here, and that was the first fire with her new bed in her, and it already feels better, tighter because.
Shall we give it a little glimpse?
Yes,
Look at
because
that.
everything was rattling. All the nuts and bolts were rattling, friends, but not now.
Now it's just our little
The gas gauge time.
our gas gauge bobble
Anyway.
rattling.
So thank you all so much for watching. Get connected with some people. Hang with your family. Don't be afraid to love people. Don't be afraid to show love.
Technique, you know?
No, this goes back many years, this one. I might even put a little turn into it this time. I think I'm going to. So here we go. Oh, I'm so glad I did that. Oh, it's